Well, today we're going to talk about make money online with digital programs as a beginner. So, if you don't know anything about anything, you've never heard of anything like this, then you're in the right place because I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do to generate monthly income for the past 17 months as a stay at home mom. I'm not going to be flashing no big, huge, do this in so many hours. I'm not going to do that because a lot of you are like, yeah, okay, whatever. I was a skeptic too. Okay. As soon as I heard this, I was a skeptic. I didn't think it was real. I didn't know if I could do it. I was all of those things and more. So I understand a lot of people, especially in this space when we talk about making money online. But I'm going to walk you through this. It's a real legit business if you're willing to put in the effort, if you're willing to learn something new. You have to be willing to learn high income earning skills called digital marketing skills. What is that? Basically, what we learn is how to utilize social media, two free methods: social media and posting of free ads to get a message out there, which is free. So I want to remind you, it is free to post on social media. It is free to post on social media, free to post like classified ads. So I'm going to get right into this. I am going to share some testimonials today. So you need to see this. The information strategies provided in the video are for educational purposes only, should not be considered a guarantee of financial success. Results vary based on individual effort and experience, of course. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's a business. It's your business. You're not working for somebody, so there's no guarantee. This is your business. You have to show up for you. You have to show up for your customers. So I think that's pretty straightforward. It is something that I absolutely am grateful, thankful, and blessed for. So if you're looking for something that is real, that is not like a get rich quick thing, but you definitely can make substantial income. Which is crazy to me because I used to do the dash. If you don't know my story, I was doing the dash, which is delivering food. Nothing fancy, no fancy skills, but I was praying to God, asking God for a way to work from home. I needed something I could do to generate an income from home. And I was praying and asking him, and he brought me this. This is something I can do from my phone in the pockets of my day. As a stay-at-home mom and a homeschooling mom. If you are busy, this fits into your busy lifestyle. We kind of just fit this into the pockets of our day. And then I went from doing the dash delivering food to being at home with my kiddos because of this. And I've been doing this for 17 months. I promote 4 different programs: Legacy, Digital Mastery, Passive Daily Pay, and Launchpad. These are digital programs that teach you marketing skills. Each one of them, the higher up you go, has more in it. Um, but I want you to understand this. It is a digital marketing. We learn digital marketing skills in these programs. Okay. Now, how it works is we also get to learn some other things inside. I will get to that in a minute, but let's focus on what is this 2 hours? What are you doing in 2 hours a day? Okay, so let's walk through this. I do this all the time because I'm always in front of new people. 2 hours is the focus, the time focus. We are learning how to create content. Okay, you need to put aside some time to learn these new skills. So, creating 3 pieces of content on social media, which is free, right? Social media is free to post on. Posting free ads is just a classified. I could show you a classified a place where I would post ads. Let me show you so you're like, "Oh, I get it." Um we could come right here and post an ad, okay? Let's get rid of this for a second. Just posting an ad. You see work from home, and then you could post in here. You're just going to copy paste. Okay. That's all it is just copy and paste. So let's get back to this just so you have an idea. Okay. Um, so we make content, we post a free ad, and we respond to comments and emails. When somebody's interested in who we are and what we do, then they're going to ask, right? They're going to say, how do I get more information? But let's talk about, and then that's what we're responding to. But let's talk about those 3 pieces of content. because you're probably like, what is this content you're making? I understand your question. Let's address that first and foremost. Okay. Let's make me bigger. And I'm going to share with you. My chair goes up and then my chair goes down. If you're watching me, if you are watching the replay, I want to remind you guys how to get started in case you don't make it to the end. Just grannies, okay? You have to put your email in because I have an automated system. That automated system brings me and would bring you in sales at nighttime while you're doing the dishes, while you're cleaning, while you're cooking. That automated system is important to every single business. If you can automate your business, that's brilliant. Why? Because it takes away the need for you to trade your time for dollars. I didn't understand this last year. I really never thought about it. The 9 to 5 for me, when I was doing the dash, the 9 to 5 was taking all my time because it wasn't a 9 to 5. I was working 40 plus hours trying to make ends meet. We are not paid for the use of our vehicle. Like it doesn't work like that. And I actually lost my vehicle because of it. Now, people are out there and they're struggling and they're not making enough. And the 9 to 5 is not always the solution. If you're watching me today or you're watching this later and the 9 to 5 is not your solution, there was no way as a homeschooling mom that I could keep doing what I was doing. I wasn't getting ahead. As a matter of fact, the more that I worked, the more that I did it, I would hit this ceiling and it would be like 1,800 in the month. And I was like, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get past that. And that's what the 9 to 5 that did for me. So I knew another 9 to 5 wasn't the answer, but I didn't know what the answer was because I needed to make substantial income. And I didn't know how, without a degree, without experience. I had no open doors. So when God brought this to me and I was like, I can do this without a degree. I remember asking the girl, can I work from home? She said, yeah. I said, do I need a degree? She goes, no. I said, thirdly, this was my deal breaker and it might be yours. I was like, do I have to get on a phone? And she goes, no. And I said, okay, so what is this? I started, I was up and running with an online business in 2 days. It's crazy to me. This is what I do. Okay. So if I was going to make a 7-second, I make 3 pieces of content. 7 seconds are their sweet spot. I'll just say it like it is. Most of us do not use this platform that I'm on right now. I'm broadcasting I'm streaming into 2 different places, sometimes 3. But most people will choose a platform called TikTok. Okay. Most people will choose that because you can get in front of a large amount of people in a short period of time. And we're just making content. So you can do this on any social media platform. Doesn't matter if you've never used TikTok before in your life. I have had people in their 70s, never been on TikTok, didn't even know what it was, learn how to get on TikTok and create their content from there. Okay. So age is not a factor as well. Here is a 7-second video and it's truly made for beginners. So I would hit record. And then as soon as I hit 7 seconds, I would stop it. As long as something is moving you want people to watch your video. So I always make sure something is moving or I'm doing something. I could be brushing my hair. I could be doing dishes. I got a friend of mine. She always wipes the table off and hits record. We can do anything. Okay. And then I add some text on the screen, pick a popular song and hit post. That's a 7-second video. Yes, you can do this. This is not rocket science. We are using social media. We're using social media. So here's, let me do a minute one. Okay. Let me think about what I could do. 1,800. Yeah, that's what I was aiming every single month for 1,800 a month. Did you know that now I could have that in a day? I have more 900s than I do 18, but it is possible. So that's a number for me that's near and dear to my heart. because I remember busting my butt 40 plus hours aiming for 1,800 a month. And I was struggling and I was stressed and I was stuck. If you're watching this, this is what I do. I make short little videos just like you're watching from my phone in the pockets of my day around my kids. I make 100% on products that I did not create, 100% on 100, 300, 600, and yes, 900 is the number one selling program. I can't believe this is real. I was the skeptic. I was the one that was like, there's no way. Long story short, I've been doing this for 17 months, making an income from home around my kids, and you can do what I do. If you don't already have the blueprint, run to my profile, grab that blueprint by putting your email in, wait 5 minutes, check your promo, check your trash. Hopefully it goes to inbox, but it might not. So move it out of there. If it does, move it to the inbox so you don't miss any future messages, and drop me a yeehaw. Okay, that's what I do. Short little videos. Okay. So you can do what I do. Now let's talk about this automated system, because everybody has an automated system. That's how we're not doing the grind anymore. Okay. 9 to 5 grind, not for me. Not because of, it's because I'm a mom. I'm a homeschooling mom. I have life to live. Like, I have things I have to do, and I don't want to be tied to a phone. Like, that's one of the biggest things for me. And I'm not tied to a phone. So how does this work? Well, basically, we have what's called a landing page. Okay. And I will get you, okay, an example of mine too. This is a landing page. Everybody has a choice. They can choose one of the three. If you have a business, and I usually don't talk about this, but I will. If you have a business, and you don't have something automated, like you don't have, if you're not building an email list and you have a business, my thing would be, why not? So a lot of, and my son is starting he's working on starting a gym. And I said to him, man, I've been studying marketing for the past year. Here's the thing. You should have something automated. You want to make it automated. I have learned so many skills when it comes to selling online. Marketing is gold. If everybody would learn how to have these high income earning skills, there's so many benefits to it. I love being able to build that email list, learn the marketing skills, and have a business that's automated. Those three things are life changing. Like, they are, if you have a business and you don't have an email list and nothing about it is automated and you don't know marketing, I'm going to tell you this, you really should. So this is the kind of program that you could take. You can learn the skills and apply it to a business, which some people purchase the program just to learn the skills and apply it to their business. And some people will take the program and then they'll learn the skills, apply it to a business, and start like a little thing on the side so that they can bring in some income to support that small business. Then you have like a third group of people that will purchase the program, use what is called master resale rights, and resell the education, because we can do that. That's just like a university, just like a school, just like my kids are homeschooled, and their education that I pay for every month is resold to me. So I don't know if they're working on 2023 still, but last year, my daughter came to a question and the question wasn't there. And I called the school and I was like, I don't know if it's glitching or where it is. He was like, oh, it's okay. Just ignore it. He's like, when we did the update from 2023, that didn't come through. Like, it didn't update. So I was like, wow, I never really thought about it. And then I was like, they're reselling education just like we do. We resell education. But I like the way it's set up, because I actually built a business by reselling education, learning from the education. I was able to build a business, and then I was able to expand. So I made my own community, which you get to be a part of. I monetized it, made my first ebook. I get to sell that. There are so many options in here when you build a foundation. Build the foundation. If you have a passion, I have a passion. I have 2 e-shops. And don't let what I'm telling you overwhelm you. I'm just sharing with you to encourage you to say, like, I built the foundation, okay, first. But I do have 2 little e-shops. And those e-shops, I love those. And I am developing a course to teach people how to have their own e-shops. And it's all because I purchased a program in June of 2024. So it's crazy to me the doors that can open for you and for me. Like, I didn't know that I could do anything like this. And now I'm building my own course because, man, I have the marketing skills. I understand the importance of building an email list, and the importance of having something automated. Even on top of all that, digital. You want something online. So there's no postage, there's no packaging, listen, I get excited about the digital space, the online. Digital just means online. Because if you could create yourself a way to bring in an income online, that's gold. That's gold. That's something you want to do. And if you can learn how to bring in a little bit more from over here, a little bit more from over here, a little bit more from over here, you're building yourself this little ecosystem. That's what we call it. This little ecosystem that brings you in money from different areas. That's smart. That's smart business. That's good for you. That's what I'm doing. I'm expanding. This 2 hours right here, that's how I started. I started this exactly like that. Okay. Reselling this education that taught me the skills. So it's $1,900 worth, but I chose the 900. Okay. I purchased the 9 and I actually got all 4. So all of these for only 9, and it's 4 different ways to bring in an income. And I want you to think about that. 4 different ways to bring in an income. And now I have, the last time I counted, I think I have 10 other, like 10 in total. Because I started with 4, I added 6 other ways to bring in an income. I'm an affiliate for some stuff. I have a community and I monetized it. I do coaching. I have an ebook now. I didn't even add that. That probably gives me another stream of income. But anyways, these are ways to bring in income. So sometimes if we want to make more and we don't have the skills to match that, this gave me the skills. Like, it gave me the skills to build this business, which is so I'm thankful. I'm grateful. So let me get into this because I know you might be overwhelming, but 18 months ago, my life changed. This is a guy in his 30s or 40s. Today marks 18 months to the day that I joined this digital marketing program. Prior to me joining, I was stressed out, overwhelmed, overworked, barely making ends meet as a struggling life insurance agent. Watch this. -6 in his bank account. Got introduced to digital marketing on the 13th, joined on the 15th. I was about to get evicted. Car was about to get repossessed. Didn't have much groceries in the house. He said I took a risk and invested in myself to learn. Today it paid off, well over $440,000 earned, debt-free, soon to be buying his dream home. No money worries, no stress, lots of traveling, spending time with his family, and enjoying the fruits of his labor. I give God the glory. That is one person. This is a 67-year-old grandmother. She didn't know what a digital product was. Digital just means online. Didn't have any tech skills. Didn't know if I could do it, but I made a decision to start learning, and that changed everything. Now she says I'm a successful digital marketer. How did it happen for me? Had a burning desire for more freedom, more income, more confidence. She saw everyday people. Hello, I'm an everyday person creating success with this system. So I decided to believe that I could too. That's another one. Now, this girl posted because she was in surgery. Okay. And I think it's important because there's a lot of people right now that are going through surgeries. I know of people that can't do a 9 to 5 because of this stuff, or they've come down with a sickness, and sadly, it's sad to say, but some people have chronic illnesses and that stops them from a 9 to 5. So she said, so very thankful for this opportunity that truly works for us. Okay. Couple hundred leads, 31 in sales in the past week. I cut it off by accident. God is so good. Thank you for your prayers. Okay. She said, watching my automated business take care of my family. I remember reading this, and I'm sorry I cut it off. But it's because of that automated system. Because of this right here, she was able to bring in income while she was recovering. So this is important. It is so valuable to have this. This girl and this guy right here, this is what we call a landing page. People have to put their email in. Why? Because we want to build an email list. An email list is better than having a following. It's better than anything else out there. You want to build a connection with people that you can reach out to them with one email. I can reach thousands of people with one email. That's awesome. That's a direct connection. Everybody should have that. So this video pops up of the founder, and then there's another video in your email list. So this is out there running and working for you and me 24 hours around the clock. So when people put their email in, right? When people put their email in, this is mine now. Now I make money, right? So I changed mine. I changed mine to kind of like share more of my story. So I made it personalized. And in my community, I show you how to do that. Okay. But if somebody wants information, then they're just going to do this, right? They're just going to see this, and then they're going to put their email in, and then they're going to see my short little 10-second, mine's short 10-second video. And then when they're ready, they go on the pink button, takes them to my website. My website is where you're going to get, there's the founder. The founder's name is Michelle O'Neill. You can Google her. You can look her up. She's on the tube. Okay. She's on the tube too. And I am very thankful because she is these three things. And I am thankful for her. She is diligent, determined, and disciplined. She is up every single day at the crack of dawn. Meanwhile, I'm sleeping. I wish I could be as diligent in getting up as she is. She is very disciplined in that. She shows up every single day. I'm bragging on her for a minute because you know what? She was a mom who was stuck. She was a mom in her middle 50s at the time, in September of 2022. And she walked into a meeting and they cut her pay in half. She was a single mom, had 6 kids, 5 grandkids. And she was like, man, she didn't know what to do. Her daughter grabbed her phone one day. Can you imagine? Granddaughter grabs the phone. I'm not surprised. So she picks up the phone, looks at it, and sees a post on FB. So she said 100% profit. She saw something that said 100% profit. So what did she do? Well, she comes from, what do you call it? Network marketing. I don't, that's foreign to me, but she came from that. So she bought the program. She turned around and made a community. Okay. She made this community. There's 57,000 of us. She made this in November of 2022. Now let's go back to her. November of 2022. Her goal, she's an introvert. She never wanted to go live. She follows the 2 hours, just like I showed you. This is what she did. This is what she teaches us to do. She followed that. Never went live. She started making money right away. And the first month, second month, third month, fourth month, she decides I'm going to go live. Now, she hit $1 million in 17 months. And that's actually in the bonuses right here. So you can watch that and learn about that right there. So I am thankful. She puts on a weekly Zoom every single Monday. Now, let me tell you where she's at now. 3 years and 2 months later, she's almost at $10 million. She bought her dream house off of a lake. I believe it's a lake. Has a beautiful home. She did that because she learned digital marketing skills. Anybody can learn these skills and build this business. Anybody can do what she does. She still does the same thing as we do. She still goes live on TikTok. She still posts content. Now it's changed a little bit because she's actually expanded her business as I have. But that's a little bit about her, just so you know a little bit about her. Now, these are some things you can just read about. Okay. You can take your time and go through this. These are some testimonials in here. All right. You'll see me, you'll see my guys little, they're much bigger now. And you can just take your time and go through there. 4 different programs. Okay. That's the 900 right there. And the 900's at the very top too. And then we also have the 6, the 3, and the 1. You choose what fits you in your budget. If you choose the 6, then you would have the 1, the 3, and the 6. If you choose the 3, then you would have the 1 and the 3. And if you choose the 1, which is why I always cross out the 1, you would have the 1. Okay. Now let me get back up to the top. I've kind of didn't realize what time it was. Okay. So if you wanted to get started with the 9 and you wanted all 4 different ways to bring in an income right from the get-go, which is what I chose, then you would just come down here, go to the plans, open it up, and you see as low as $56 a month with the big K. You could choose that if you wanted to. There are options here, but that is probably the best if you needed a plan. And there's a one-time website fee, and that's right there, plus $39 one-time website fee. So you would be prompted to, it says it right here too, okay, just so you know. But the plan will handle the program. The $39 one-time website fee, you're going to have that. It's separate, okay? Now let's get back to, let me get off of there. What time is it? 26. Okay. Let me let you listen to Cecilia. She is a mama and she has a story to tell. So let's let her talk here.
Because she was that scared.
Okay.
And like in less than a year, she made $1 million. It's just insane. Good evening, everybody. So I'm Cecilia Jacobs. I'm coming from the end of South Africa. I used to stay in Messina. It's such a small little town. And I'm an angel mummy of 2 little boys, cancer survivor. And then when my little girl was born, I was adamant to be the work from home mum. I never wanted to miss a milestone. I wanted to be there for everything and never miss anything. So I had a daycare center for 10 years. And I want to just give some numbers here. To get myself qualified to have that daycare center and open that daycare center was more or less $20,000. I had that business for 10 years, reoccurring expenses every month, staff members. Sometimes it literally felt like I was working to cover expenses in that daycare center. I loved it. But by the time my daughter was 10 years old, I wasn't the mummy next to the sports field. I wasn't the one helping out at the tuck shop. I wasn't the one the teachers called on when there were concerts and stuff, because I was always working. And I decided I needed something more flexible, where I could have more control over my money, more control over my time, more time with my little girl. And I decided to go into the salon industry. Now, for me in South Africa, to have opened up that salon, get myself qualified, open the salon, rig it up, was around about, I converted it back to dollars for you guys, was around about like $8,000. Again, reoccurring monthly expenses. Always, sometimes I honestly felt like I was working just to cover monthly expenses, to keep on calling myself the work from home mama. But I ended up working 15 hours a day. I ended up turning into this divorced, single, snappy mum, always under financial pressure. The mum that had to put things back on the grocery shelf. The mama that sat crying in a shower 6 days out of a 7-day week, out of pure exhaustion and frustration. My future scared me, you guys. But I got comfortable because none of that scared me enough to actually do something about it. Until the day that I had a bridal party at my salon, and I told my little girl if I came to pick her up, she had to run because I needed to get back to work. And she was 5 minutes late. She's grade 8, initiation year, and life is tough on teenagers, especially in that year. So when she came to the car, she was 5 minutes late. And me, having clients waiting at the salon, I was the one telling her to hurry up. I snapped. And when I snapped and I turned to the side, I saw that she came to the car crying. Now, in that moment, my heart broke because I knew I made my daughter's bad day worse. But what made it even worse is that I told you I worked 15 hours a day in that salon. I worked until past 9 that evening. My daughter fell asleep on the couch. My teenager, and if you're a teenager parent here, you know, give them a room, give them a cell phone, and they are happy. You have to beg them for attention if they've got those two things. But mine sat up waiting for me. She fell asleep on the couch because she needed me. She needed to talk to me that day. And I couldn't be there for her because I was working until she fell asleep. Now that was the cherry on the cake, because that evening I fell to my knees and I said, Lord, this is not why you didn't make me a mummy again to live this. This is not the mom I want to be. This is not where I want to be. Please open that door. And you know what? He opened it from Kansas right through to South Africa. And he placed this beautiful mom of 6 in front of me and said, I'm a mom of 6 and all I wanted was my time back with my children. And I'm like, I'm a mom of 1 and that's all I really want. So I took step 1 and I commented on a video that she posted and she directed me to grab a link. You already did that. Raise of hands if you clicked on a link after you said ready on somebody's video. You took my step 1. Then I got an email that said, hey, we're having a free webinar and we can show you exactly how this works and how it can work for you. And I jumped on that webinar. My friend, you took 2 of the steps that I took that day. And I jumped on this webinar and I saw mums and dads, normal parents just like me, changing their life. And I'm like, oh my word, what if this works? Now, as a South African, I did doubt because it wasn't dollars. But then I thought to myself, what if I could earn in dollars as a South African? That's between 17 and 20 Rand conversion in our currency. What if this works? Now, I've tried playing the games. I tried doing the surveys. I got myself scammed 3 times before I came across this mom. And I got started. 6 weeks later, I woke up to my first dollars online. 2 hours after that, I made another $300. While sitting doing somebody's nails for less than $20, I made $300, which is far over 5,000 Rand for us in South Africa. And I was like, I knew it. I knew there had to be more to life than what I was currently living. You guys, 3 months later, I did not have a single cent of debt left on my name. And if I tell you, debt collectors phoned me more than my own mother did. That's how deep I was into it. 4 months in, I purchased a car cash for the first time in my life. I replaced a pre-car with a safe car. 5 months in, I flipped our zip code from the bush to the beach. I'm currently living my dream life, taking daily beach walks, being the mum that I always wanted to be. My little girl can phone me any time of the day and say, Mama, I need you, and I can get in my car and I can go because I've got that type of time freedom. Now, this is the work from home mum life that I've always been looking for. And being able to afford that, to give her the life that she deserves. I used to be the mum that barely scraped by paying school fees on a monthly basis. In the past 2 years, I could pay school fees for a whole year in advance. That is the impact of this. And I can tell you, every single time South Africa hits another millionaire, another South African 6-figure earner, I jump through the roof. It's that insane. This is life-changing. This is an answer to prayer. I'm telling you, if you have been sitting praying for a way out, there's a reason that you are here tonight. There's a reason that you had to hear these stories tonight. Thank you, my friend.
Okay. I love hearing her. Okay. So this is what our community looks. Oh, sorry. This is what our program looks like. This is the Legacy Builders, the $900 one. Whatever program you choose, you just go to click here to get started and follow it and get set up and watch and spend some time to learn the skills. You will walk through it step by step. Now, this is my Okay, well, this is my community. I actually have two communities. I'm closing one and then I'm going to keep this one here. It is free to join. Anybody can be in my community. The focus is on small business. So this is where I just released 20 spots for I'm going to teach people how to create images with AI, how to set up their own shop. That is something that I can do now. And that's what I'm going to do. So 20 founder spots at $297. And then I'm going to raise the price of my course to $597 to $797. So that is something that I am doing because I learned marketing skills, because I learned how to set everything up. So I learned how to make this community. You do not have to do what I've chosen to do, okay? But this gives people that purchase a program from me direct access to me. This little message box, you can message me and ask me for help or questions or whatever. I'm here to support you. But I also, now you also get, this is the things that I wish I knew, because I've been in this for 17 months, making an income from home. I love it. So you get access to my ebook that I sell to other people. Okay. So if they never purchase from me, they have to actually purchase the ebook. Something else, another way to generate an income, right? And I also have some tips and tricks for people inside of my classroom that purchase the program. Now, it is for other people too. Like you see, I'm giving away, I'm giving this away. It's a way to have a drop shipping store. Sorry, a way to have a drop shipping store in one day. These are just things that I was like, wow, I can learn, how to set this up. Okay. So, let me get back to there. So mine, I do a Zoom every Thursday. That's really the focus of that Zoom, is to help people that purchase a program. But I might add in another Zoom for people in small business in general, or for the people that purchase my course for learning to create digital designs. It's called the Digital Design Course. So I promote Legacy, my digital design course, all because of Legacy. And then I've created other things, all because I purchased a program in June of 2024 that literally saved us and opened up my eyes to man, a space that I just love. So I post every day. This is not to take away from the main community, because the main community is where you're going to get everything that you need to build this business with the digital programs. Okay, so let's have a look at that. This is it. There's 57,000 of us in here. Every single day she does the training for legacy builders. That's the 900. If you choose anything else, you can be in any other Zooms that there are. In the classroom, every single day she gives us a daily video. These daily videos are short. That is in addition to your program. So just follow your program. Spend, I don't know what you have. If you can spend 15 minutes, watch a couple videos, apply what you learn, create your content. This is a learning and an earning opportunity. It's not go to school for 6 months. No. Don't even think like that, because I built my business by learning and earning. Like I create my videos, I do my work, I watch a daily video, I have gotten into my program. You learn this and then apply what you learn. If she says, hey, get a hook, put a hook in front of your video. What's a hook? You'll learn that. It's something that stops the scroll. So when you're scrolling on social media, and somebody, I don't know, they have a song you like, you stop. So what is your hook? Is it a song? Is it you just like going like this? That probably would stop people just to go, what are you doing? That's a hook. But you learn this stuff, okay? So these are 5 minutes. Look, that's a 5-minute video. 3-minute video. And then you can actually come in here, see these wins. We can turn around and we can screenshot these wins, okay? Like I can take this, I can share this. Lulama, Lulama. She said, holy moly, so grateful, invested in the Spanish bundle pack, my first South African customer purchasing the Spanish program. This is available in Spanish. You're going to have to email me and ask me about that. The Spanish is 1,400. So I have all 4 programs. Let me share this. I have 9, 6, 3, and 1. But if you're interested in the 14, which is all of these, but all of these in English and in Spanish, you would have to message me about that. Okay. You need to message me if you're interested in that. Started 300, went to bed with 300, 13. So 2 300s, 1 300 upgrade. Now, if she purchased, I don't know what she purchased, but you see, whatever program you purchase, I want to go back over this. Where's my mouse gone? I want to go back over this. If you choose the 9, then you get to promote the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 1. If you choose the 6, you would have the 6, the 3, and the 1. I crossed out the launch pad. I'll tell you why. Because as soon as I asked her, if I purchase the launch pad, what do I get to promote? She said, you get to promote the launch pad. I said, no, I'm not interested. I chose the 900. I wanted to see 900. That was my first 5 customers. My 6th was the launch pad. My 7th and my 8th were back to legacy. So let me get rid of this. Okay. So I make 100% on those products. They're programs that taught me marketing skills. Okay. It's the focus is, the focus is that 2 hours of income earning activities. When you're at a 9 to 5, people are not working 9 to 5. They're not doing income earning activities for that whole time. They're going on a lunch break. They're going to the bathroom. They're standing by the fountain or the whatever water cooler, talking to people. They're stopping at other people's offices on the way down the hallway to get paper, on the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? We focus the 2 hours to focus on what you need to do to get it done. If you are on more than one platform, you need to add an hour. You need to put aside time to learn. So put aside a half hour for learning or an hour for learning, 3 hours, but in the pockets of your day. It's not sit down for 3 hours. That's not what this is. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. If you have a busy morning, my mornings are the busiest because I go live and I'm a homeschooling mom, but I would take this and I would go, okay, you know what? I'm going to do a 7-second. I'll post that. Okay. I'll go do a minute talking video, maybe in the evening when everything slows down, or I'll do my 35-second one at lunchtime. You fit this into the pockets of your day. There's no cold calling. We learn attraction marketing. We are not bugging friends, family. We're not cold calling. We don't do any of that nonsense. We create content. When somebody is interested, they're going to come to you. When you see somebody wearing something you like, you say, hey, where'd you get that from? Same thing. When we create the content that attracts the people, they're going to be like, wait a minute. What are you doing? Because how do you have $900 days? I have $900 days because that's my number 1 selling program. Okay. It's a program that gives people an opportunity to learn some high income earning skills and build a business online at the same time, not MLM. I don't even understand why I have to say this because I didn't even know what an MLM was. I didn't know until I came into this space and people would ask me and I had to Google it. I was like, what is an MLM? I had to Google it. I know that there's high, like up and down and something like, I don't know, but that's not this. We make 100% profit because it's our business. There is no degree. My voice is going. Hold on. No degree. I didn't have a degree. I did not have any experience. I brought a willingness to learn and a willingness to work. I have that automated system that's out there working for me as you would you. If you want to get started, what I'm doing right now, only for this week. So if you're watching this, I mean, you could get started. I'm just going to say this. You guys can get started at any time you see this video or the replay. But if you see this during the week of, which is not going to make this evergreen, but Anyways, if you happen to see this, okay, I am doing, now where is it? Do I have a picture of it? Maybe I have a picture and I can share the picture. Let me see if I have a picture. Did I do that? Here it is. Okay. So I'll show you this. Okay. This is the special that I'm going to do for this week only. So if you guys are watching this after, let me see. Do I have to put a date on this? Okay. If you're watching this after December the 1st, this does not apply. December the 1st, 2025. I do have to do it like this. Okay. After December the 1st, 2025, this does not apply. So here it is for this week only. When you join, I will give you a one-on-one coaching call for free. That's to give you a quick start. Okay. I will reimburse. Now, this is for the US only. The $39, you will get, hold on a second. Okay. Mom life. You will have access to my free ebook. You will have direct access to me. You can message me at any time. You'll have access to my community and the Zooms. Now remember this, my community is actually a paid community. It is free to get in it, but nobody can access all the modules or the Zooms. You guys will have access in the medium place where you'll have most of the modules and the Zoom. If you are interested in getting started between now and December the 1st, this is how I will help people to get started. Okay. Now, you'll have to let me know that you have seen this. So you can say Black Friday. Just like I said, want a direct link to get started, message me Black Friday. You can email me. You can message me depending on where you see this. Okay. So that's to help you guys get started because it is Black Friday. Okay. So if you have any questions, let me know. And I'm so thankful for you guys joining me today. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.